Hello, I hope you are as well as it is possible to be. I want to share a story with you about craft and art and my show Team Viking. So all of my shows are very stripped back aesthetically. There's very little in the way of props, the minimum amount that I need to tell the story I want to share. There's no set, so the only visual choice that I have a big amount of control over is the costume. Now, Team Viking was my first show, and the costume seemed like a sensible choice. I went for a funeral suit. Now, the suit I wore was actually the one that I'd bought for my dad's funeral some years before that. And then it did 300, 350, maybe even 400 shows around the UK and the world, and it was in a terrible state. It was ripped at the sleeves, there were sweat marks everywhere because dry cleaners wouldn't take it anymore. They were worried that it had damaged their equipment or it would fall apart under their care. And so it was lost, really. And when I thought about bringing the show back, that was a real conundrum because it had meant so much to me. Then I remembered I used to spend New Year's in the basement flat of a friend who lived in Hackney, and his sister always came to those parties as well. We used to hurl darts incoherently in the general direction of the dartboard, and she worked on Savile Row. So I dug out the old Facebook and messaged Nina out of the blue, and wonderfully she was up for meeting. She now works independently, and we shared like a lot of stories together about what it's like being independent artists in worlds which are sort of dominated by institutions. And while there's differences, we had a lot in common. And she offered to fix the suit, which was the most tremendous thing, and she's made it beautiful. And I think it is more beautiful for the scars it wears and for the repairs it's needed now than it ever has been as it's aged. She did an astonishing thing at the end of our meeting as well. We'd just been chatting, it had been great, and she went to the wall, which was covered in these sort of photo album looking books. She took one specific, she didn't need to scan, she just took one and opened it on a specific page, and it was a swatch of cloth which was the same shade as the suit. From those probably tens of thousands of options, she'd gone straight to the page of this faded grey linen material, not, a new thing. And I found that such a beautiful, articulate speaking to what it is to dedicate oneself to a craft. And I aspire and I hope that I bring some of that to my work after all of these years. I'd love to share it with you. Please come and see it.